Congressman Waltz joins us now to discuss. Congressman, as always, good to see you.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it.
So first, just for everybody who's wondering, wow, boycotting China, how would this work? Let's just assume that you had enough support to get this to where you want it to be. What would happen?
Well, first, I want to be clear. What we've asked the International Olympic Committee to do is actually move the Olympics, to rebid the games and get them out of Beijing. Senator Rick Scott from Florida has been asking that for the better part of a year. So is former Speaker Newt Gingrich. But we're now just 11 months away, and frankly, enough is enough. So I've introduced a resolution calling for a boycott. As you mentioned, we just cannot reward the regime in Beijing, the Chinese Communist Party, for the virus that they have unleashed on the world. 2 million dead and counting, absolute cover-up, arrested journalists, arrested doctors that were trying to sound the alarm, still haven't handed the WHO the relevant data. And on top of that, the genocide that's going on in Western China, with the Uigurs, literally video coming out of them on their knees, being loaded onto rail cars, slave labor, mass internment, a forced rape, a mass rape campaign and forced sterilization. It's just gross and disgusting. And as you well know, Buck, the Olympics will provide them a platform, a global platform, to further their propaganda, to whitewash everything that they've done, not to mention Hong Kong, Tibet, and the Christian persecution that's going on. I just don't see how, if the Biden administration is serious about human rights and is willing to walk the walk, I just don't see how we turn a blind eye to all of this.
What would it take to get China actually disqualified from hosting the Olympics? How would that mechanism work?
Well, it would take the IOC to step up and to grow a spine and to live up to its own ethics rules and its own rules in terms of what disqualifies an Olympic host. They certainly wouldn't put the Olympics in Rwanda in the wake of the massacre of the Tutsis. They wouldn't have put it in Bosnia in the wake of Srebrenica. And the other piece is we have to look at what these regimes often do in the wake of the legitimacy that is provided to them with the Olympics. We all know what happened after the 1936 games with Germany. A lot of folks don't realize that Putin invaded Crimea and invaded Ukraine in just months following the Sochi games. So my fear is, what does the CCP, what does Chairman Xi plan to do next in the wake of the Winter Games? And of course, I think we are all concerned about Taiwan.